Today's our topic is research types and primary and secondary research. In the research, while we are doing the research, at the time of collection of the information, that is data making, at the time, based on that, the research we can classify it into two types. Okay, how we are the data is collecting, whether the data is collecting primarily, it means that the researcher only collecting or the researcher assistant collecting the data, that is primary. And secondary is that the someone is collected that we are utilizing, that is called secondary data. There are different types of the research are there. In that, the mainly the primary research and secondary research is one among them. The first thing is that the research can be broadly classified into primary research and secondary research. Both are important in the gathering and analyzing the information for academic and scientific purpose. It means both type of the research are important for gathering the information, and whatever the information is, analyzing that information for academic as well as the scientific purpose. Next is, one by one we will study what is meant by primary research and what is meant by secondary research. The primary research, the meaning is that the primary research involves the collection of the original data directly from first-hand source. It means that the whatever the topic or whatever the problem it is there, based on that the researcher collect the information. The researcher or his assistant goes to the site wherever the information that is collected directly, that is called as a primary research. It may be method of data collection or method of collection of the information. It may be survey methods, questionnaire, or it may be interview, experiment after that data collection based on observation, and focus groups. Focus groups means in the particular groups only the discussion based on that data is collecting focus groups. What is the advantage of this primary research? The advantage is specific, the whatever the required data is specific data only the researcher will collect in the primary, and current at present only the current data will collect, that is not old one, and original data is only collected. Great control over the data quality and process. If the researcher only collect, the quality it may be good, because the according to the research only he will collect the data, the quality and process is controlled by the researcher. Next is the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of primary research? The primary research is consumes so much time and expensive. It is expensive and require planning and resources for the data collection. The next one, the secondary research. The secondary research is that someone is collected that research data and we are utilizing for our research. The secondary research involves the use of already existing data. Already it is there, that has been collected by others or researcher, that is secondary data. The sources, it may be from the books and journals or research article. The data we are collecting from the different research articles, government reports, and online databases and newspaper. Based on that, we are collecting according to our requirement. We are collecting the data from here. This is the secondary research. What is the advantage of the collecting secondary research data is time consuming, because we are not going to the area particular for the collection of the data. That is easily we can sit in one room, and time saving. The articles we are collecting our topic related and we are using the data, time saving, cost effective, because time is very less, money is not required because for traveling purpose, food and all that, cost effective and easy to access large volume of information. By this, easy can access the large volume of the data. And what are the disadvantages of the data? Data may be outdated because the previously 5 years 10 years before, we don't know how much old data it is, that data is outdated data we are collecting. Not specific. Not specific means the in the primary research, based on that our research only we are collecting. The not specific means here the something, the intention of the collection of the information is different, that we are collecting for our research is not specific, and less control over the accuracy. We don't know how much accurate it is there in the secondary uh, research here. Okay, this is about the primary and secondary research. Now, the conclusion is that both primary and secondary research are essential depending on the research goals. Based on the research goals, if time is very less, better you have to do secondary uh, research, that is secondary research. If vast time it is there, if you want the specific data collection, then primary is very good. Here, the primary research ideal for collecting new data, while the secondary research helps to understanding the existing knowledge and forming the research base. Whatever the existing knowledge it is there, that we are using and analyzing that one. This is all about the primary and secondary research. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share.